Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my description of our school, which is finishing off our description unit. I just didn't have enough time to say everything about our school that could be said yesterday, so I'm going to continue today. Now, one thing I did forget to mention for senses, I thought of another smell that I think is really important about our school, and that is when there is a smudge. Now, I'm sure you all know that smell when you know that Mr. Manning has let a smudge in the community room, and I think that we can all imagine being back in there and smelling that. So I wanted to mention that because I think that's really an important part of the culture of our school. So just to review, a noun is a person, place, or thing, and the place I chose was our school. Since we already talked about senses, I'm going to move on to adjectives. Now there are many adjectives I could use. These are just the ones I chose. I chose big, old, stately. Now stately is a little bit like old, but also kind of like impressive, a little bit of both. Warm, both in terms of its temperature and also the people there are very warm to those who visit. And cool, I also mean in both ways. It can be a little chilly in there sometimes, especially underneath our board. You know how you could feel the air coming out and we'd block it sometimes? But it's also a pretty cool place. There's not very many schools like it. I think it's a beautiful building. I think it's very inviting. When people come there, they feel like they're welcome. It's a busy place. There's always lots going on. And I think it's really charming. Okay, now number 3 is to talk about the parts of the whole. And again, there are more parts I could add, but I did only have one board. So I wrote down the gym, one of your favorites, the office, which we're all very familiar with, the lunchroom, the classroom. There are many classrooms, but you're most familiar with ours at the moment. The computers, the computer room there in the library, another fun place to be, the math room and the art room. I wish I've had room to write down the community room and Ms. O's culture room, and there's more. There's lots of places, and the playground I didn't even get a chance to mention. So you can see I could write a paragraph about each one of these parts of the school. So knowing the parts gives you a lot of ideas to work with. Next, we'll look at the actions, which is number 4 on our how. Now again, I could think of way more, but this was just a beginning. There should be learning happening, I hope. There's teaching. Oh, there's definitely teaching. Playing, talking, lots of talking. Laughing. If it's a good day, we'll hear lots of laughing. Running and reading. So those are important parts of our school, and there's so many more I could say. Usually the running is happening in the halls, and we wish there was more walking, but I miss that. I miss seeing you guys in the hallway. And finally, number 5 is talking about our feelings about the school. So there were happy feelings at school. Sometimes there were sad feelings. Sometimes there were angry feelings. I saw those from some of you almost every day. There were worried feelings because sometimes school can be stressful for people. Definitely confused feelings sometimes, and definitely some bored feelings, and also some engaged feelings. Those are the feelings when you were working really hard on something and you were starting to understand it and it's interesting, those kind of feelings right there. So we're just about out of time for this video again, and I haven't even gotten to the writing part. So I think I will extend this unit for one more video. And over this long weekend, I am going to write out a few paragraphs describing our school using what I've written on those whiteboards. What I want you to do over the weekend is think, like yesterday I said, to think about a place or a person or thing that you feel like you could describe. And try to do the same. I know not all of you have the chance or the ability to write things down, but if you do, give it a try. Describe something that's important to you. Think about the things we've learned and use those to help you come up with a good description. And if you do, find a way to send it to me. Remember, you can take a picture and text it. You can take a picture and email it. You could read it to me over the phone if you really wanted to. And there's also Google Classroom, which we need to do a little more work to get connected on. But I hope you'll at least think about describing things this weekend, and I hope it is a very good weekend. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.